Any luck?
She's so cold. She doesn't want to leave the den box, but I think if she smells it, she might come out. She's been hungry all day. I think the cold definitely makes them hungrier. So she came out for me earlier, so hopefully.
I wish she'd use the den with the heating pad.
I know. I tried to lure her. I had some treats for her earlier, and I tried to get her to go in there, and like I had to stick inside the den where the pad was, and she's like, I don't want to go in there. And I'm like, no, trust me, you want to go in there.
You'd think they would be like heat seekers, like your domestic cats.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is that, you know, there's no hay in there, obviously, for obvious reasons. We don't want it to catch on fire. Yeah, that would not be good.
Does she have hay in the one she's in?
She's got hay in the other two, yeah. She's bedded down. She did stand up and look out, so hopefully she'll come out and eat out of that little paper plate.
I never saw it get over 53 degrees today. Did you have enough help?
We did, actually. I had quite a bit of help, and we were able to get a project done as well, which was good, because the Hollies came in and built Duchess Tiger a new platform.
I saw that.
That overlooks the, so actually we can check it out and see. We can maybe open her up.
Great.
That'd be good. You can see.
There was a ladder against the cage, so I wasn't sure you guys were done.
Oh, and they must have, Devin must have just missed that, so I'll tell them to go get it. Oh my God, what is happening here?
What are you doing?
Old man, what are you doing?
That's not a good idea.
No, that's not a good idea.
Is there a bird? It looks like a failed bird attempt.
Tonga. Well, I know Becky was just here giving him some treats. Maybe got all fired up. Was that good?
You can tell your mom.
I know. Aw.
Yeah. It's like every day you always see something you've never seen before. Tonga hanging from the roof of the cage, never.
Sorry, Ginger. You're not on my route today.
Really?
Yeah, Ginger has Monday, Wednesday, Friday frequency. So, for her. So we're going to stop here and see our old man Saber. And he's such a trooper because he gets up, even though I tell him he doesn't have to. He always gets up and walks over. Here he comes. Here he comes.
There's my boy.
Hello, Saber. Who's so handsome? You're so handsome.
So, earlier this afternoon, one of the interns called me on the radio and told me that she thought she saw Saber catching a rat, which I thought was odd because I don't think he could catch one, that he moves fast enough. But she said she saw him with something, but when I got over here, there was nothing. So,
what did you have?
We thought you might be on the hunt today, huh? Okay, now that has the pill, and now we just get a couple extras. You're so good.
Did you get bonus?
These are the chicken tenders. They're like super soft and super. You got it?
Oh, good catch.
Oh, they don't care. How about one piece of red? One piece of red? Okay. All right, baby boy. You're so good. You're so good. All right, go in your den and get warm.
Are you walking or driving?
I'm just gonna pop right over there, yeah. So I'm just gonna move the cart to Juju.
Jojo knows it's time. Matt, we have not come to the lion yet. He's the last one on the route.
I know, little one. What do you have to say? be cold tonight. Okay. You're warm. Okay.
Diane, I've been working on the website all day, so I have not been looking at the messages on Facebook. What's up with Ringling? Lisa, this is a cross between a serval and a caracal, which doesn't happen in the wild, even though they live in the same continent. But as long as people will pay to see an oddity, there are evil people who will breed them. Matthew, you're not kidding. I am just freezing. I have the stable cam and it's still shaking because I'm shaking inside.
It's invigorating.
Oh, well, for you probably because you've been working so hard. I've been sitting at my computer all day.
Yeah. Hi, kids. Yeah, I grew up in New England. So you know, this is but I've been acclimated to Florida for, how long have I been here? 25 years.
Yeah, I think your blood probably will have thinned out by now.
Definitely. Alright, so we're going to go see Jade and her sister Armani. And Armani and Jade have been a little aggressive with each other today. So we definitely are going to separate them. So I see they've been opened up.
Row. Row. Shelly, they get their meal in the morning. This is just the evening meds for the cats who are on medications.
I know. You gotta be nice.
Diane, she was just saying she's from New England. Matthew, thank you for posting that link. So she's shutting the door so they don't fight over the medication. Jade needs the medication. Armani does not, but she will get a treat anyway, just so they won't fight afterwards. Don't want her to be jealous. Shelly, in most places, big cats are only fed maybe 3 or 4 times a week. In the wild, a big cat might only eat once every 10 days. So here we feed them every day because our cats are so old. Debbie, I love to hear them talk too. These are African leopards. They have a much deeper voice. Was that yummy? Oh, yes. Oh man. I just could not do 30 degrees. Tim, it lifts my spirits too. I've been working on the website all day, and what I've been doing is taking our tributes website, which is a separate website, and combining it with our main website. It doesn't make sense to have our live cats on one website and the dead cats on another website, so I'm putting them all on one, and that's been just really heartbreaking to deal with all day. Maggie, the one that's in the tunnel there is Jade, and the one here up on the hill is Armani. And the lady who's working with them is Lynda.
Hey girls. None of your minds.
And I didn't see the question, but yes, because so many of these cats are so old, these guys are 20. They suffer from arthritis, so they get pain management for that.
Alright. Who's next? Diablo! Our Savannah.
Mary wants to know if big cat tongues are rough like little cat tongues.
Yes. It's important for them to be able to eat in the wild by taking the fur and the skin off of the animal, so the tongue, just like a small cat, acts like sandpaper to do that. So they have all kinds of little barbs and things on their tongues to enable them to clean their kills. So I haven't felt one personally, but I've been told.
And that leads to the next question. Jackie said, do you ever touch them?
No, we never touch our cats here. We are a no-contact facility. We don't believe that it's, you know, we have the right to inflict our desires on these animals. That would be inconsiderate and not appreciative of their wild nature. So we do not encourage or endorse any facility that does.
And there's a lot of reasons not to touch these cats, because the government can come in if somebody gets scratched or bitten and force us to have the cat's head cut off and tested for rabies. Even though we vaccinate the cats for rabies, there are no vaccines that are approved for use in exotic cats. So anytime anybody is touching an exotic cat, they are putting that cat in tremendous peril that the government could force them to kill the cat if anything happens. So we don't want to be a part of that. And the main reason is if people see pictures, images of people touching the big cats, then they want to do that too. And that's what drives all of the abuse.
Good boy.
Looks like Sassy's going to get a treat. Is she on medication or just a treat?
Just treats. Every cat that happens to be next door to a cat that gets meds, by nature gets a treat. It's just so rude to walk by them when they're looking at you. And it's just a treat. It's just something to brighten their day. Think that you love. Hey, girl. Alright. Keisha, tigress.
Camilla, we will probably pass by Cameron. He's not a meds cat, I don't think. Are you feeding him?
I am not. Actually, Becky took him out some drumsticks, chicken drumsticks, and a pound of ground beef, which I hear he really likes. She balls it up and feeds it to him like little meatballs.
You guys are so awesome.
I know. Hi.
Of course we don't see you. We don't see that hiding tiger, that crouching tiger.
It's funny because Becky was saying that, like, when she does meds, she's always hiding on her. And I go, really? Because every time I drive up, she's like right there, waiting. Right there.
Jane, I think the most common medications that our cats get are tramadol and gabapentin for their arthritis. What are some of the other common meds that you are handing out frequently?
Keisha's on high blood pressure medicine, and unfortunately, bit into it. So now I gotta watch, make sure she eats it because she probably tasted it. You gonna eat that, baby girl? I gotta see.
Let's look under your tongue.
All right. Let's go. I think it's all gone.
Is that good? Oh, that was so good.
You like sharing your teethers? Is that fun?
Made me jump. I'm way back here.
Okay. Next, we go see our cougars, Aspen and Mac, who are both on pain meds for their arthritis. So, I'm going to do a little Yui here. So hang on, Carol. A lot of sticks from the big winds last week. So people were taking down sticks, and especially Rich. Rich was like knocking down. I saw him knocking down sticks from all over the place, so that was good. You don't want them flying around or falling inside the cages. So.
There's so many trees. That's just a never-ending battle.
I know. I was looking around and like, oh, it's gonna be time. It's time for raking. It comes that time of year when all we do is rake and rake and rake every section and rake it again.
And 5 minutes later, it needs to be raked.
Yes, and then like I just raked this. All right, so got Aspen, and
Linda's got your meds.
Back again.
Just did
I know, we just did this yesterday.
Edith wants to know if Mickey gets meds.
He doesn't get meds daily. He's not on the daily med route, but earlier I did give Mickey a liquid form of pain medicine called Medicam, so he gets that twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So that's kind of a long-acting. You don't have to get up, Gibby. You don't have to get up.
Vio Chitaro is an Asian leopard. You can hear it in his voice. He has a little high-pitched squeaky voice. All of other leopards have high-pitched squeaky voices except for Jade and Armani. You ever notice
I'm
that?
gonna no. Next,
That's because
I'm,
you're
I'm never
African.
gonna. I'm never gonna listen to Charo the same way. I'm gonna be like, "Where's that high-pitched squeaky voice?"
I wouldn't say that to his face.
I know. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Come on. Hey. Come on, sweetheart.
CJ, to the best of my knowledge, the only two African leopards here are Jade and Armani. Everybody else is Asian. But they all came from the private sector, so it's not like they're purebred. Debbie, that's so cool that you wore your Chitaro shirt today. I see his tail flicking back and forth. Oh, he's so focused. Danielle, you did miss Saber. Sorry. Have to replay. Edith wants to know which cat gets the most meds.
Oh dear. The most meds. Well, I guess at the moment that Hoover, they're covering from he's getting pain meds, 2 different kinds of pain meds, and he's getting his antibiotics still. So, most cats get 1 or maybe 2 types of meds a day. It's just really when they're coming out of the hospital that they're on multiples, because they're always on antibiotics and then they've got multiple pain meds. So fortunately that's not the case right now. Just Hoover. So, all right, we're going out to see Joseph.
Danielle wants to know, or Danielle rather, wants to know how Hoover's doing today.
Hoover's been a little listless the last couple of days. He's kind of just been like laying in one spot today. Last night I did meds and I had a hard time getting him interested in eating. Eventually I called Gail, our ops manager, over, and she was able to get him to eat at least a couple pieces of meat with his pain meds in it. So we're hoping that, you know, he had a couple of days without pain meds because they thought it had kind of gone the course of enough days for him to get off of it. But so they put him back on. So he did eat this morning, and then he ate again this afternoon. So he's eaten about 7 pounds today, which is normally half of his diet. So when I'm done with my route here, we're gonna stop by and see Hoover because he still has to take his PM meds again tonight. So hopefully I can get him to eat a few more pounds tonight.
Good. Matthew, thank you for posting that link to Hoover's bio. Yesterday I went looking for tile for the gift shop, and as soon as I walked in, the lady said, "Are you from Big Cat Rescue?" Because she saw my logo, and I said, "Yes." And she said, "I'm from Colombia." And she said, "And you have Hoover, who was rescued from Peru in the circus." And it was like, that's so weird to just walk into a business and they know all about some rescue just from TV.
Right, from a foreign country, you know. Joseph, Joseph.
Joseph was born in 1998, so he is 19. In the wild and in most other facilities, these guys live to be 10 or 12, but here they live into their late teens, early 20s. Victor, there are 76 cats here and 1 Janet. Are you looking out over the lake, mister? Hi! Look, it's time for meds. Oh. Oh. It's a bucket!
Hiya, what is that? So how to say hello?
Joseph has a reputation for being fussy. So they train us to hold off putting his meds into his meat until we get out here. Because in case he turns it down, the pills won't have like dissolved and turned into mush, so we can retrieve them and then repackage them. So, but like a champ, he ate them on the first go.
Oh, good boy.
The beef portion of the meal. Now we have some chicken.
Support. Ooh, nice piece, bud. You are doing great.
Good job, Lynda.
Fantastic.
Good job, Joseph.
So that was about 4.5 pounds of meat. So
Nice.
that's good. Yeah. So, which is
I understand that's his signal that he's done when he lays down makes his
yes,
paw.
that is. I'm done. You may leave. He's like, you are deceased.
Okay, so every time we do, or every day, we try to do a Facebook Live contest, and the way that you win is the first person to go to bigcatrescue.org/win, W-I-N, and post the complete URL of the page that I'm looking for into that box. You will win either, your choice, a day tour pass to Big Cat Rescue, or any one item at bigcatrescue.biz, which is our online store, valued up to $36. And the question today is, a lot of people say that they're breeding big cats for conservation purposes. We have a page on our site that talks about why breeding these guys for life in cages is actually killing them in the wild. If you needed to share that page with somebody, what would that page be? So if you find that page on our website, the best one for describing why breeding them in captivity is actually killing them in the wild, then put it in the answer box at bigcatrescue.org/win. Did you want to stop by here and open this?
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
got time?
I just have to do Zeus. And then
Well, let's do Zeus first because you need light. I've got time. I can come back for this. And you guys want to see Zeus more than seeing us open the cage door because it's an empty cage.
Let's just run in and enjoy it.
Well, that's true. And even if you're not the winner, if you get the answer right, the right URL in there, then Luana usually has a beautiful photo of the day for anybody who gets the answer right. And we just went by Cameron and I did not see him. So
I think he's sleeping inside.
yeah, he's smart, staying in much warm. It's so funny that she always knows to chase the cart that has food. She never chases my cart.
She's a smart tigress.
Because there's never any food on my cart.
Oh, honey.
I know, she always hits the end so far hard.
Hi, come on.
Melissa, it depends on whether or not we run out of light and battery. Oh, you're in luck. He's kind of close to the lockout. As long as Sapphire doesn't freak him out.
Hopefully, Sapphire. Come on, Susie. Go. Come on, handsome, come on.
Oh,
Zeus,
good boy.
Come on, now.
What a good boy. You're so smart. Yes, you are. Come on. Come on. Over here. Over here. Oh, that's a good boy. Such a good boy. Oh, that's a good boy.
You don't care that she's back there. That's good.
Hi. I know.
Pay attention to Lynda. She's got the good one.
Come on. He's like, I'm ready for my class. Come on, honey, you gotta eat. Yes, I think you do. Come on. Come on, then.
Oh, my goodness. You booped your head right into it.
I know, it's like you gotta pull back. He doesn't see well, so it's like he doesn't see if he's... Okay, this is where we take a walk, we come back. Come on, come on. Come on, old man, come on. Handsome. So, more than his drops today, I want to make sure that he eats this meat, but I'm going to put this liquid Medicam in. So I'm going to walk over there and just try to get him to eat at least some of these pieces without doing the drops.
You don't want that piece. I want you to have that piece.
You need to eat for Lynda. Yes, you need to eat for Miss Lynda.
Oh, hi.
I know. Come on.
You need to eat this.
Come on. Susie.
Hello, Judy.
Zeus. Come on. Oops. Come on.
Oh, it was close.
Come on. He's like, you gotta... Come on, handsome.
You gotta eat this. I know.
Come on. No. Get up.
Yes, Robin, he is a very old cat.
Zeus.
Hi. Well, come on.
Christine, he does not want me to feed him because I'm no good at it. I'd end up poking him in the eye. I haven't fed the cats here since the 90s. Oh, good job, good job. That's a good boy. See how yummy that was? It'll make you feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much better.
I can get him to start going.
You guys are so patient.
Then I can like... Come on.
look at his sign, but I think he's 20.
Yeah. So, come on. It's good. Come on now. Come on. Right. Alright. Let me take it up here. Take it up top. Sapphire. Come on. Come here, Zeus. 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 Zeusy. Zeus. Come on. Come on. Let's sit up. Come on, Zeus. Come on now. Come on, you gotta come back. This part you have to come back. Come on. Zeus. Come on. Come on. I'll eat it. I'm gonna walk around. Think about it. I think like this morning we fed him like 2 pieces at a time. He'd walk around, he'd go out. He'd walk around, he'd go out. All right, so here we go. Come on back in. Yeah. All right. Come on. Come on. Oops. Come on. She doesn't have any. She's got that camera. She's got that camera, but no foods. Come on. No? Not that piece? Sapphire's like, I'll take a drink. What else happened today? We had new volunteer orientation today.
Are you the one that does that?
Yes, I do, with Edith, and we had 6 new candidates. Wow, that's good. Very enthusiastic. I like it. Here you go. Zeus. Zeus. Here he goes and takes a little while. Look at that. I know. Well, you have to come back. Do you want me to get rid of? You want me to move Sapphire?
Is she scary?
Is she bothering you?
She is scary.
I can move her.
Zeus isn't here by himself because big cats are solitary by nature. We have a few cats who live together, but they are almost always cats who were raised together. And even though he was raised together with his daughter Keisha, we tried to put them together and that did not go well. She was always wanting to pounce him and he couldn't see her coming, and so it would scare him. So we didn't want them to fight. We separated them.
Yes. You coming back? Come on. You want me to move her? Oh.
Sapphire is just so excited anytime there's food involved that she is intimidating Zeus. So what Lynda's doing is locking her in another part of her cage so that she can't be right over here facing around behind him. Come here, Zeus, come here. Come here. Oh, don't walk away. Don't walk away. Zeus. Zeus. Oh, see? Yeah, the scary tiger's gone. Come on back. Come on back. Yeah. What a good boy. That's a good boy. Linda's got the rest of your dinner.
Okay, she's gone. Come on. Come on, time to finish. Come on. Come on, Nun. Ooh. Come on. Come on.
Irene, the vacation rotation enclosure is 2.5 acres, and right now 19-year-old Gabrielle has that space to herself for the next 2 weeks.
Some chicken? That's not good. Come on. No?
Lynda, if you go to his bio page, bigcatrescue.org/Zeus-Tiger, it will have the date of his arrival.
Come on. You want to come back and lock out? Come on.
It's been here for 2 or 3 years. Jacqueline says he wants a word or two with the chef.
Well, it's... I just cut it. It's fresh. I just opened the bag. It's not been sitting out or anything else. Come on, Zeus. You don't want to knock out. Come on.
Could be Ginger. Somebody just mentioned how hefty he is, which is such a difference from the way that he was when he arrived. He was nothing but a bag of bones.
You know, we still feel like he's too skinny. We like to pet him. Hello. It's like, we should stop forcing putting things in my face. I don't know, Zeus. We may try. I gotta go check on Lynda, make sure she ate. I go check on Nirvana, make sure she took hers. So we can do that, and then we can maybe come back. Okay, try that. Maybe he just needs a break. If I had somebody shoving food in my face, that would probably work.
Yes, he is very picky. Every day it's a challenge with him and Hoover and TJ and Cameron and Joseph. Bunch of picky cats. not have jaguars. We had jaguars several years ago that came here from a roadside zoo in New Hampshire where they've been kept in a basement. But they have been gone for a while.
Tiger Lily enjoys the next door neighbor rule. So next door neighbors always get treats.
Tiger Lily does not look like she's missing many meals for such an old girl.
That's what happens to next door neighbors. You're such a good girl. Sweetheart.
So she doesn't have any medications that she's on. It's just, as Lynda said, next door neighbor rule. So that the cats don't get jealous of the ones that are next door getting fed extra with their meds.
Hi, little dog.
What I like to see, baby girl.
Did she eat it all?
Almost clean plate.
This is Little Dove. She's one of our oldest cats.
The piece with her pill in it is gone. So, this thing was pretty much full when I left it here, so she ate pretty much all of it. Just make sure there's no... Hi, sweetie. Can I pick up your little leftovers here?
Denise, she left Sapphire locked up on purpose because we need to go back and try him again.
Yes.
And Sapphire may not fall for that twice in a row.
We don't want to get ants and other pests in here. Clean up.
24 years ago, Little Dove was born in a fur farm where she was going to be killed for her fur. But thankfully she was rescued and came to Florida.
Great, baby. You're so good. So good.
Veronica, it's starting to get dark. That's why the images are not as clear now. And I have an extremely low battery, so I may lose you any minute.
Oh. Alright. Nirvana. All this cloud cover, I feel like it's getting darker. It's already dark.
It could be part of why we don't have a good signal, too.
Yeah.
Look at you running up there. Here's a Zilly.
All day.
So last night, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who has voted for us at Bobcats.com, because Howie and I sat there at our computers. We were at 9,999. We were trying to get over that 10,000 vote threshold. And so we kept watching the screen, and it finally clicked over to 10,000, and we were both in separate rooms. You could hear us both yelling, "Yay!" So thank you so much for getting us to that first hurdle. the next thing that we need to do is win all of the championships. And those championships will be playing different ones up through November. So we only have until March, I think, March 11th, to get all the votes we're going to get. And so that's why we need everybody and their brother to be going to Bobcats.com and casting their vote for us, because you can only vote one time. And with that being the limit, then it means we need all of your friends and family as well, if you would be so kind as to ask them to vote for us. Alright, since I'm losing my signal and light, thought you guys might want to end with Mrs. Claus and Nabisco. Oh, I see Charlene saying it's already died. Hope it hasn't died for everybody. Beth, thank you for voting and sharing. Deborah, thank you for voting. Woo, 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 I know. It's so exciting. It's so cold. All right. Good night, everybody.